Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by the fabulous Takiya, Shaune.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, wonderful new foundation for you. You always have so much going on. Always have so much going on. So tell us a little bit about, it's the Heal Her Foundation.
Yes.
What does that mean, Heal Her?
Heal Her. Well, wrapped in that word, heal is healer, but her is right in the center of it, H-E-R. And it's all about restorative women's healings. We are offering fully funded restorative women's retreats for mind, body, spirit, and soul.
And so you're a nonprofit organization.
Nonprofit, 501c3 nonprofit.
And so you've created an organization just to put on retreats.
Absolutely.
That's so fabulous.
Yeah.
And you have one coming up.
I do.
Tell us about that real quick.
We do. So we have an event coming up Saturday, September 14th at USCB Performing Arts Center. It's starting at 1 o'clock. It's actually not a retreat. It's an event. It's going to be a benefit and a launch just to celebrate the announcement of Heal Her.
Of Heal Her,
Absolutely.
Right.
But the community is welcome. It's an informative. We want people to come out. I've had such an overwhelming response of love and support from the community, not just in South Carolina, but in Georgia. I was in Georgia yesterday doing interviews. And it's going to be a place, an informative, to let people know what the retreats are about, why the foundation was started. I have a panel of speakers, myself as a keynote speaker, and just being vulnerable and sharing some stories about how and why this foundation was started.
Yeah, you know, we were talking a little bit about the need for support.
Yeah.
And who, if you really think about it, who do I always go to for support?
Our girls.
Who supports that person?
Exactly. Who supports that person?
Who supports the strong woman?
Exactly.
You know?
Usually, you know, there's nobody there.
So how did you unearth that?
It was born out of a personal experience, exactly what we're talking about. I do a lot. I love doing things.
And you're like the support.
I'm the support.
For a lot of people.
A lot of people
for
come
opinions,
to me.
They come to you for advice. They come to you for
everything.
Yeah.
I'm in the beauty industry. I'm in ministry, so I am a giver. I'm a supporter. And at the end of the day, when I sit down, it's like, who do I go to?
Where do you run?
And a lot of times, I have great friends and a great foundation, but they go, well, we don't know what to tell you because you're the strong one.
You're the one who gives us the advice.
You know,
what do you tell the advice giver?
Exactly.
Right?
And so for myself personally, I went through a time where I suffered heavily from depression and just emotional distress and personal things that I was going through, and even in the business, and led up to having surgery and just getting to a place of a mental breakdown, really. And my personal experience led me to my own healing, but also thinking about that woman who doesn't have someone.
Yeah.
So,
you know, that place that you talked about being, it's sometimes called a bottom, a spiritual bottom, an emotional bottom, and sometimes you just got to gut everything and be there at that ground zero space in order to rebuild. There's something very freeing about being in that space of surrender.
Absolutely.
Terrifying.
Yes.
Terrifying, but it's also can be that's where healing begins.
Yes, exactly. And you know, that's really what I wanted to convey. What I'm doing here with this event is vulnerability. Over the years, I've learned to be transparent. I've learned to share my story and talk about it. But one of the things with vulnerability is usually when we're vulnerable, it's a form of insecurity and you're not so ready to share what you're going through right then and there. Right. This is different. I'm ready to be vulnerable because everyone views and sees me as that strong woman and thinks she has it together, she's doing a lot, and I'm here. You know,
I get it.
She smiles. Well, it's not like that, and I want to be tangible. I want to be transparent.
Human in public.
Human in public, exactly. And just to promote and encourage and let people to say, no, it's okay to say you're not okay. It's okay to say I need help.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop.
That was my bottom.
Doesn't mean I'm going to stop.
It doesn't mean I'm going to stop, but that was my bottom when I realized
still walking, but I'm not
okay.
I need
help. Exactly.
I'm limping, but I'm okay.
I'm limping, I'm bleeding, but I'm okay.
Yeah, and this is also a wonderful opportunity to get to know your organization,
to get
involved,
organization,
to become a board member.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, so Heal Her Inc. Takiya, Shaune, always so good to know what you have going on.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
I appreciate it.
We will be right back with more Talk of the Town.